Okay, coming to find a comfortable seat. Just a reminder, my name's Amanda, by the way. This is an all levels class, so the poses will build to get more and more challenging. Make sure you're honoring your body, staying true to your body. If there's anything I suggest today that doesn't feel good for you, find something that feels better for you. It won't hurt my feelings. So trust your instincts. Let's get started by closing the eyes or looking down at the mat, maybe palms face up in the lap, or you might like to have one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly. Taking a deep breath in, sigh out through the mouth. One more deep breath in. Big sigh. Taking a few breaths to tune into your body, coming down from the monkey mind into your heart space, into your rootedness or grounding. Asking yourself, what do I need for my practice today? What does my body need emotionally, physically, spiritually? Maybe finding an intention. And gathering hands at heart center, opening with 3 ohms. Inhale to prepare. Namaste. And welcome. Let's get started by finding child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide. You might like to place a blanket under the knees for some extra cushion. Maybe the hands reach forward, or maybe you overlap the backs of the hands, creating a pillow for the forehead. Finding the breath in the lower back. As you inhale, bringing prana or life force energy in through the nostrils. And as you exhale, radiating your prana throughout every cell of your body. Walking the hands over to the right, creating a C curve of the spine. Left hand might come on top of the right. Inhale, coming back to center, pausing one moment. Exhale, hands walk over to the left, second side. Inhale, hands walk back to center. And your next inhale, finding tabletop, hands underneath the shoulders, knees stacked under the hips. Feet come to parallel. Marjorie Asana or cat-cow. Inhale, chin lifts up, belly down, tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continuing with your own breath. And inviting any intuitive movement. Maybe you circle out the rib cage or circle the hips back. Gently warming up the spine. Reversing your rotation. Inhale, finding center. Weight comes into the left hand. Inhale, right arm lifts up, twisting open. Exhale, threading the right hand through, reaching the shoulder down. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, threading through. Twice more. And the end of your second time, coming down on the right shoulder. The right ear might rest on the mat. Maybe the left hand reaches forward, lengthening through the left side of the body. Exhale, left hand comes beside the shoulder. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twisting open. Exhale, hands underneath, both hands down. Second side, inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, threading it through. 3 more times with your own breath. And the end of your third round, coming down onto the left shoulder. Finding a gentle twist. Maybe the right hand reaches forward. Exhale, right hand beside the shoulder. Inhale, left hand reaches up and open. Exhale, tabletop. Tucking the toes under, lifting the hips up, downward facing dog. Rooting through the index finger and thumb mounds.
Maybe pedaling out the feet or bending alternate knees. You might nod your head yes, nod your head no. Inhale, step the right foot forward, low lunge. Maybe the left knee comes down for more support, or for more strength, left knee can stay lifted. Scissoring the hips towards one another. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twisted lunge. You might circle out the top arm, massaging the shoulder. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, right hand comes down, stepping back into plank. Again, knees can be down for more support or lifted for more strength as you hug the navel towards the spine. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, chaturanga as the elbows hug towards the sides. Coming down onto the belly. Cobra pose, hands are beside the shoulders, or you might cactus the hands out to the sides, tenting the fingertips up. Inhale, lifting the chest and chin as you press through the tops of the feet. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift, engaging through the backs of the thighs and glutes. Exhale, lower. 3 more times. Exhale, bringing one cheek down onto the mat. Rock your hips from side to side. Hands come to the side ribs, pressing up and back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide. Here you go. Lay down. Over here. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg steps forward, low lunge. Scissoring the hips towards one another, hands might stay down, or maybe you inhale, left arm opens up as you twist. Maybe circling out the top arm. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, left hand comes down, stepping back into plank. This time, if you like more challenge, exhale, dip the right knee. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, dip the left knee. Inhale, knees together. Twice more on each side. Exhale, finding tabletop. Puppy dog pose. Hips are stacked over the knees, reaching the hands forward As the chest bows down, maybe chin or forehead come down to the mat. Exhale, finding child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. You might stay in down dog, or you might reach the right leg up, bending the knee, spinning the hip open. You might circle out the knee to massage the ball and socket joint of the hip, keeping the weight even in both hands. Reversing your rotation. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, hands come to the top of the knee, or maybe hands float forward. Exhale, hands open out wide, shining the heart open. Gentle back bend as you hug the navel towards the spine. Right hand comes down to the right hip. Left arm reaches up to the sky, C curve to the right. Reaching the right hip back and left hip forward, opening the psoas. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, stepping back into plank. Exhale, side plank or Vashisthasana. Right hand reaches up to the sky. You might bring the left knee down for more support. Or you can keep both feet together if you like more challenge. Maybe you float the right foot up off the mat. And if you have the knee down, you might take the foot and hand behind the back. Exhale, finding tabletop. Inhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you stay in down dog, or maybe inhale, left leg lifts, bending the knee, spinning the hip open, circling out the knee. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, hands come to the top of the knee or reach up. Exhale, hands open out wide, gentle back bend, knitting the ribs in. Left hand to left hip, right arm reaches up, C curve to the left. Left hip reaches back, right hip reaches forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, plank. Weight comes into the right hand. Exhale, left hand reaches up, side plank, second side. Maybe the right knee comes down for more support. You might float the left foot up and maybe take the hand and foot behind the back. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, downward facing dog. Walking the feet forward, finding a forward fold at the front of your mat. Hands might take opposite elbows and ragdoll. For a tender low back, bringing a deep bend in the knees as the belly comes to rest on the tops of the thighs. Maybe you nod the head yes, nod the head no. Clasping the hands behind the back, shoulders rinse out overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the tops of the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose, sitting the hips back, hands come to heart center, or maybe they float forward for more challenge. You might cactus the hands out to the sides for tight shoulders. Honor your body, do what is best for you. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, lengthening the legs, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Maybe closing the eyes, feeling your feet as they ground down into the earth. Coming back to your intention you set. Gently blinking the eyes open, taking a step back with the right foot about one leg distance apart, finding warrior two. Inhale, arms reach out to the sides. Wrists are stacked over the ankles, bending the left knee. Checking in with that front knee, making sure it's over the ankle, not too far forward, and pressing towards the pinky side edge of the foot. Inhale, exalted warrior, left arm reaches up, opening through the left side of the body. Exhale, side angle, left hand down, right arm up. Maybe the right hand comes behind the low back, finding the half bind as you shine the right shoulder up towards the sky. Maybe you have the full bind in your practice. Inhale, exalted warrior, left arm reaches up. And lengthening the left leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left arm reaches forward until you can't go any farther. Then left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. engaging through the obliques as you activate the right side of the body up towards the sky. Some of you might stay in triangle pose. Some of you might find half moon, hopping the right foot forward, bringing the weight into the left foot. As the left hand comes down, right foot floats parallel to the mat. For half moon, right foot floats back. Everyone can reverse their triangle. Left arm reaches up. And then exhale, hands reach out to the sides, feet come parallel. Inhale, right foot towards the back of the mat, warrior two, second side. So just rotating your feet. You're now facing the back of your mat. Inhale, exalted warrior, right arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle, right arm down, left arm reaches up. Maybe you have a half bind, left hand becomes behind the back, shining the left shoulder up towards the sky. Maybe you have the full bind. Inhale, exalted warrior, right arm reaches up. Lengthening the right leg, triangle pose. Exhale, right arm reaches forward until you cannot reach any farther. Then right hand down, left arm up. Maybe you stay in triangle pose, or maybe you float into half moon, bringing the weight into the right foot as the left foot floats up behind you. For half moon, exhale, left foot floats back, and everyone can reverse their triangle. Exhale, hands reach out to the sides, feet come parallel, hands come down to the hips, wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, hands come below the shoulders, or you might walk the hands through the legs behind you. Hands come back beneath the shoulders, then walking them over to the right shin, ankle, or foot as you open through the left side of the body. Hips stay parallel to the mat. Inhale, hands come back to center, pausing one moment. Notice if there's any difference from one side to the other. Exhale, hands walk over to the second side. Inhale, hands walk back to center. Bringing the back parallel to the mat. Bending the right knee, hands walk over to the right foot, finding a low lunge, a side lunge to the right. The left toes might come up towards the sky. Some of you might have skandasana in your practice where you reach the hips down. This can be hard on the knee though, so you might just keep the hips reaching back. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, low lunge, second side. Inhale, finding center. Gently bending the knees, hands come to the hips. Taking 2 breaths to come back up to standing. And heel toe the feet towards one another. Finding yourself in a comfortable position for a balancing pose. Finding a focal point or drishti. Weight comes into the right foot, tree pose. Left knee comes out to the side. You might be on the ball of the left foot. Or maybe the foot comes to the inside of the calf or thigh. Maybe hands come to heart center. If you're feeling super supported, you might float the arms out to the sides. Exhale, hands and foot float down. Tree pose, second side. Right knee bends out to the sides. Hands might come to the hips. Finding your focal point. And then foot comes to the inside of the calf or thigh. Finding whichever hand variation you had on the first side. Exhale, hands come down, foot floats down. Dancer pose. It might be nice to have a wall or something to hold on to if you have a harder time balancing. We'll start with the weight in the left foot, bending the right knee, right foot comes into the hand. Hand should be on the inside of the foot. Reaching tall through the spine and crown. You might be holding onto the wall, or maybe the left hand floats forward. Exhale, hinging from the hips as you press the foot into the hand, opening through the shoulder as you stretch the quad. Inhale, standing up tall. Exhale, gently releasing the foot down. Give your hips a little shake from side to side. And then finding the second side. Finding your focal point. Left hand comes to the left foot. Right hand might be on the wall for more support. Or maybe you float the right hand forward. Exhale, hinging from the hips as you press the left foot into the hand, opening the shoulder. Inhale, coming to stand up tall. Exhale, gently releasing the foot down.
Rocking your hips from side to side. Do a couple of shoulder rolls as you inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Finding your way back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, releasing over the legs. You might bring the peace fingers around the big toes, or maybe the backs of the hands come down on the mat as you step onto the palms, bringing the toes to the wrists. Exhale, hands plant down at the front of your mat as you make your way onto the belly. Bow pose, bending the knees, sole of the feet reach up towards the sky. Inhale, chest and chin lift up as you reach the hands back towards the feet. This might be as far as you need to go today, or maybe you can bring the hands and feet towards one another, pressing the feet into the hands as you open through the fronts of the shoulders. Hopefully you're all feeling pretty prepped after dancer pose. Exhale, releasing one cheek down to the mat, windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Left hand comes out to the side, making a right angle with the body. Left leg extends, right knee bends, right hand next to the shoulder, pressing up onto the left side of the body. The right foot comes behind the left leg as you open through the front of the left shoulder. You might keep the right hand down on the mat for more support, or maybe you open the right hand behind the body, circling the arm, finding that sweet spot. Exhale, right hand comes down, coming down onto the belly. Second side, right arm reaches out, perpendicular to the body. Bending the left knee, coming onto the right side. Left hand might stay down for more support, or maybe you open the left hand behind you. Exhale, left hand comes down, coming down onto the belly, pressing back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees together. You might reach the hands forward, or you might reach the hands back towards the feet, finding baby pose. We'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breath, or the honeybee breath. It sounds like the M in Om, bringing the body into a deep state of relaxation. Inhaling to prepare for 3 rounds. Inhaling
Inhale, happy honeybees. Inhale, last round. Finding your way to a seat. Maybe you like to have a cushion or pillow under the hips. Finding butterfly pose, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Hands might take the shins, ankles, or feet. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine and crown of the head. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Maybe the elbows press to the insides of the thighs. For tender low back, keeping the back flat. Otherwise, you can round the back, drawing the forehead towards the earth. Inhale, coming to sit up tall. Reaching the right leg out to the side, sole of the left foot comes to the inside of the thigh. Shoulders face the bent knee. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, hinging towards your extended leg, keeping your shoulders, right armpit is reaching up towards the sky. You should feel this in the lower back and side lower back. Maybe you like to circle out the top arm. And reverse your rotation. Inhale, coming back to sit up tall. Shoulders face now your extended leg, your right leg. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, releasing over the thigh. This time, stretching out the back of the right leg. Inhale, coming to sit up tall. Left leg extends, right knee bends. Second side. Shoulders face the bent knee. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, hinging towards the extended leg. Maybe you circle out the top arm. Reversing your rotation. Your next inhale, coming to sit up tall. Shoulders face your extended leg. And exhale, releasing over the left leg. Inhaling, coming to sit up tall. Okay, so there's two options. Fire logs, or you might prefer figure four if you have tender knees. I'll explain fire logs first since we're sitting. So bringing the right shin parallel, you'll stack the left ankle on the right knee. And it is helpful if you're sitting on a bolster or a pillow. So you're trying to bring the shins parallel to one another. For some people, this is really painful for the knees, or it's just too hard to do. So sit tight, or if you have figure four laying on the back, you can just find that right now. So for fire logs, inhale, reaching tall through the spine and crown. Some of you, this might be a pretty intense sensation already. Some of you might be able to hinge forward from the hips, releasing over the legs. If this is really painful for your knees, you can always find figure four, coming to lie down on the back. Bringing the right ankle to the left knee. Inhale, coming to sit up tall. Reversing your leg, so the right leg comes underneath as the left, oh, sorry, you know what I mean, the second side. The left leg comes underneath as the right ankle comes onto the left knee. Or if you're in figure four, left ankle to the right knee. For fire logs, inhale, sitting up tall. And maybe exhale, release over your legs. Inhale, come to sit up tall. Bring the feet out wide. You might bring the hands behind you and just gently windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Or if you're lying on the back, you can do this lying on the back as well. And when you're ready, making your way to come to lie down on the back, you might bring the legs up for a gentle inversion. If you have a block or bolster, you might bring that underneath the sacrum. Or some of you might find shoulder stand as you inhale, lifting the feet up towards the sky, bringing the hands onto the lower back as you rock from one shoulder to another, lifting the spine up off of the mat. For shoulder stand, finding plow as the feet come over the head, releasing down towards the mat. You might bring the palms of the hands flat on the mat. And for plow, gently rolling down one vertebra at a time, making your way to lie down on the back. Pausing for just one moment, lying on the back. And then coming to find fish pose, bringing the palms face down next to the hips, rocking from one side to another, bringing the hands underneath the bottom and the forearms are underneath the lower back. Pressing down through the heels as your legs are extended. And really activating through the forearms and hands. Inhale, lift the chest and chin up off the mat as you engage through the abdomen. And then exhale, tip of the head, top of the head comes down to the mat as you stay in this back bend. Lifting the chest, opening through the heart. 20% of the weight is in the top of the head and the rest is distributed through the forearms and legs. I'm gonna come check on you all, make sure you're all being safe. Inhale, lifting the chest and chin up. Releasing the elbows out to the sides. Exhale, rolling down one vertebra at a time. Bringing the knees into the belly. Gently rocking from side to side. The head might look in the opposite direction as the knees. Left foot comes down, right ankle comes to the outside of the left knee. Hands come out to the sides in a T shape, supine twist. Legs drop over to the left side. You might bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee, or some of you might extend the right leg, bringing the peace fingers to the big toe. Inhale, finding center. Hugging the right knee into the belly as the left leg extends long, wind relieving pose. Both knees hug in. Then right foot down, left ankle to the outside of the right knee. Supine twist, second side. Maybe the right hand to the outside of the left knee, or maybe you extend the left leg, bringing the peace fingers to the big toe. Inhaling, coming back to center, hugging the left knee into the belly as the right leg extends, wind relieving pose, second side. And finding any final poses that you would like for your practice today. Maybe you like happy baby pose, or Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose with the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. If you're in happy baby, you might like to bend one knee, extending one leg. Bend the other knee, extending the other leg. And extend both legs, finding a wide-legged split on the back. Coming back to happy baby pose. When you're ready, making your way into your restorative pose. That might be Shavasana with the legs extended long. Or maybe you like to have legs up the wall. Making yourself comfortable. You might like to place a bolster behind the knees. Or place something over the eyes to create a dark room. Bring your awareness to your breath. Counting the breath to an inhale of 3, exhale of 3. Notice a pause at the top of the inhale and bottom of the exhale. Without effort or force, extend the exhale to a count of 5 or 6. Slightly longer exhale.
Bringing your awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. You might rock the head from side to side. Inhaling, reach the right hand up overhead. Bending the knees, coming to lie on the right side of the body. Taking a moment to settle there. And slowly, with helping hands, making your way back up to a comfortable seat. We will close our practice with Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. And this is to balance the masculine and feminine energy of the body, or lunar and solar energy. Making a fist with your dominant hand. Open your thumb, pinky, and ring finger. You'll use your thumb to close one nostril and your ring finger or pinky to close the other nostril. Inhale, sitting up tall, reaching through the crown of the spine, crown of the head. And exhaling through both nostrils, reaching the hand towards the nose, closing the eyes. Closing the right nostril, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Releasing the hand, breathing naturally. Keeping the eyes closed, just notice. How does your body feel? Keeping the eyes closed, maybe you like to have one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly, or maybe palms face up on the knees. Belly breathing. Each time a storm comes up, sit quietly and return to your breathing in your body. Turn your attention away from whatever it is that you believe is the source of your suffering, and instead focus on your breathing. Mindful breathing is your anchor in the storm. Bring your attention away from your head and down to your belly so that you're no longer thinking and imagining. Just follow your breathing closely. Remind yourself, I have passed through many storms. Every storm has to pass. No storm stays forever. This state of mind will pass. Bringing yourself back to your intention you set at the beginning of practice. Honoring your intention and all of the hard work you have just done. offering gratitude to your body as it has supported you throughout your practice, throughout your lifetime. So many things our body takes care of us without even us needing to think or tell it to. Thank you, body. Gathering hands at heart center in Namaskar Mudra, we will close with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Shanti means peace. Inhaling to prepare. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. I hope you're all feeling good and have a great rest of your evening. As always, let me know if you have any questions or feedback. I'm always open.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care.